Everything is a benefit. Everything is happening for you, my friend. Everything. The only thing that may not be happening for you is the way you're thinking about the things that are happening for you. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Messages from Above. So, y'all know, I get these downloads, as we all do. I allow my body to be a receiver of information from the things I consume, from whether that's mentally, physically, energetically, all of this stuff. I just allow and receive and trust. But anywho, the message today is everything is happening for beneficial reasons. Everything. And I wrote this down. It's either bringing us clarity, enhancing our desire, satisfying our desire, making our desire grow, or fulfilling our desire. Everything. If you're going through something right now that is causing you to be upset, maybe that's just allowing your desire, whatever it may be, to grow. Now you're like, oh, I really want to move out of here now because I'm in a situation that I really don't like. Maybe it's giving you more clarity. Maybe it's giving you more character. It's building your character. Maybe it's making you stronger because now you're around people who are causing you to have to, now you have to be strong for yourself. Everything is a benefit. Everything. Do not underestimate your growing desire. It can feel uncomfortable because you may not be able to keep up with it because of who you've been so far. You may have a new desire come on, you starting a new business journey. And it may be uncomfortable, the things you have to do, because who you have been is not this business journeyer. It's been somebody who was maybe complacent or very comfortable where they were at. So now you have to build your character and start to grow. But it's okay. It's a-okay. It's all happening for you. Everything is a benefit. Have a desire, then recognize it hasn't manifested, right? But accept all the contrast that comes as good. Maybe you have a desire to go on a family trip, but then you have people canceling. Then you have a pandemic happening and breaks out, and now you have all this contrast, things that we just would not want to happen. But all that contrast is great, and allow in your mind for the things that are happening that you don't want to happen to have a meaning of better, good. Okay, maybe we can't go on this trip, but that just means that we'll have more money to go somewhere else that we want, the place we actually wanted to go. Maybe now that means that the people who weren't going to be able to go, now they're able to go because we can change the dates around. It's all a benefit. Whenever you are in this, I guess you could say, this mind trap or this habitual patterns of thinking that cause you to think of things in a low vibrational way or in a negative way, something happens that you don't want, and you're dwelling on what's happening that you don't want. You're entertaining these thoughts that keep you thinking negative. Whenever you're in that type of space, whenever that's who you have made yourself to be, you're going to attract more things that are going to cause you to be upset, frustrated, angry, disappointed. So with the concept that everything is happening for you, everything is a benefit, soon you won't come into anything that causes you to think that anything's a detriment. Everything that happens in your life, even if it's bad, as somebody on the outside looking in may think, for you, it won't be. It'll be good. There won't be any bad things in your life. Bad wouldn't even be a part of your life. There is nothing that can be bad. I'm living in heaven. Even if right now somebody came and punched me in the face, great, that was a lesson I needed to learn. Maybe I got up and I beat them as well. We both built character. We both seen that maybe one was weaker than the other. Whatever the case may be, it's all great. It's all beautiful. We are in this life, in this physical body, given the opportunity to have this experience, to feel emotions and manifest things by day and by year, and to have attachment to these physical things, to have lust and pleasure and joy and greed and all these other things that people may think are bad or too much. It's all beautiful. And the more we can embrace this physical life and everything that happens and everything that does not happen, the more we can be at peace, the more we can see how we are living in the Garden of Eden. We are living in heaven. We are heaven. Or we can be living in hell, or we can be hell, depending on our mental construction, depending on our perception of the world. Everything is a benefit. And at first, it may not be that easy because of who you've allowed yourself to be so far. It may be very uncomfortable, and you may be feeling like you're lying to yourself whenever you start this journey of everything's happening for me and everything's a benefit, because you may just have failed some course that you wanted to be in. And in your mind, you're like, oh my God, I failed. Now I'm behind. How is this happening for me? I'm supposed to have this job next month and this and this and this. But you're only thinking that way because of your past thinking. Once you start to change the way you think, once you start to change the meaning you give to the occurrences in your life, once you start to become a new version of yourself, it'll get easier and easier. You will start to not even see life as happening against you. You will see that you not passing that course as a benefit. And initially, you may feel these human emotions of upset or down or frustrated. But those emotions will go through you. They'll pass right through you like a ghost going through you. And then you'll be like, oh, well, I guess I needed to learn something else. I guess the next time I take this course, maybe I'll meet somebody that's going to be a lifelong friend and help me along the rest of the course. It's always happening for us. Everything is a benefit. Personally, before I started to think this way, I used to think whenever challenges came up or something happened that I didn't want, I used to entertain it. I used to get stuck in it. I used to feel bad and down on myself and think that I was less than who I could be. And I was seeing all these other people doing things they wanted to do, and I was comparing myself and feeling down. So I get where you may be coming from if you see this as foolishness, or how can that be? I don't want to do that. I don't want to lie to myself. It doesn't make any sense. But when you start to become that person, when you put this into practice instead of just having it in your mind, when you put it to practice and you start to go through a challenge and then say, well, this is happening for me, then start to think of, okay, how is this happening for me? And you just start to put the pieces together. Over time, you won't have to put the pieces together. They'll already be in place. And they are already in place. It's just that from your past thinking and from your past actions, you've scrambled the pieces. You've put them out of place. Now we just gotta rework it. Everything is a benefit. Everything is happening for you, my friend. Everything. The only thing that may not be happening for you is the way you're thinking about the things that are happening for you. Okay, let's see what else I wrote. Alrighty, so let's just say somebody's saying something mean to you, or somebody's looking at you as not the best person, or something's happening that you just don't want to happen. So you are not condemning them. you're not condemning yourself. You're recognizing the purpose within it. So if something happens, don't say that this person that did this to me should be condemned, or this person is wrong. And don't say, oh, I deserve it, or maybe I did something and this is just what I deserve. Don't condemn yourself, don't condemn them. See the purpose within it. See how it's helping you in some way. See how it's all working for us. Okay, that's just something that I wrote in there, just a random little note. Don't condemn the outside world, don't condemn yourself. It all needs to happen anyway, so you might as well see the best in it. So basically, all anything is a thought, is a concept, is a belief. And a belief is just a continuation of thinking. You thinking a certain way. You believe this is true because you keep thinking that it's true. So if we can build our own beliefs, if we can build our own concepts that are moving us forward, that are giving us uplifting thoughts about ourselves and others and the world ahead of us, if we can build our own reality instead of allowing other people or other things to create our reality for us, if we can create our own story instead of taking on somebody else's story, we will be more at peace. We would take responsibility with ease. We will be able to lay our bricks down and create our own path and not have to compare ourselves to other people on their path. It's a life of bliss, a life of joy and excitement. You do not have to believe what has been told to you, not even what I'm saying to you. Start to feel in your heart what is true and right for you and go with it. This is true and right for me, to create my own reality, to get rid of all the beliefs that no longer serve me. Maybe they served the purpose, they definitely did in the past. Maybe I needed to grow a certain way, I needed to survive because I was a little baby or I was a little kid and I was in this type of world and I was under my parents' house, and this is the way that I should believe in order to get what I needed to get and do what I needed to do. But now I can rewrite all of this. I can start to create my own reality. I'm not negating what I went through and saying my beliefs and everything was wrong or worked against me. I'm seeing that it was beautiful and that because of it, now here I am today being who I am. But I also know that I need to outgrow those past ways of thinking, those past ways of acting, those past ways of believing. That's all this is. That's all this is for me. Creating my life the way I want to create it. And you have the option, the opportunity to as well. Everything is a benefit. Everything is happening for us. Create the concept. And the more you practice that concept, the more it'll be true for you, and you won't have to practice it anymore. It'll just be who you are. Things will happen in your life, and initially you may get upset or angry, but 2 minutes later, you'll be laughing and kicking your feet up at the beach. It'll just move right through you. It may be even soon, certain things that once upset you won't even upset you anymore. You'll just laugh at it. Somebody says something to you and calls you out of your name, and you'll just be like, wow, they really are going through something. And maybe instead of me getting upset with them, I can say, you know what, I feel you. And if I made you feel any way, I didn't mean to. Let's talk about this. Let's see what we can do about this. You won't even get upset. You won't even feel the need to get upset anymore, because you will know who you are, and you will know that your actions dictate your future, and you know where you want your future to go, so you know what actions you want to do. You will know how you want to act. We're just a big biocomputer full of programs. You're running many programs. We're all on different programs. So start to create the programs you want and get rid of the programs you don't want. So simple, so simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Much love to y'all. Thank you for being here. Hit subscribe if you like this, the like button, share the video. Check out my SoundCloud. There's music coming. I just posted a cover on there. Hey, it's a beautiful day. Much blessings to you and all your family. May you be healthy, happy, abundant, beautiful, uplifted, and joyful for the rest of the week and beyond. Peace, y'all.